What up, YouTube faithful? It's your boy, Goldilocks. But you will know that if you're not subscribed to the court. So stop being poverty and subscribe to the court. And on my way out, I only got one message for y'all. Just one message. That's just one message. Chalk it all to the very depth of hell and back. Chalk it all.
YouTube faithful, what's going on? You didn't think there was going to be a video today? Of course there is. It's Wednesday, June 26th, and by the time this is recorded, who knows what's going to be going on. I got sidetracked sweating the MLB games with the boys. Remember, I told y'all once NBA ended, I would be doing a deep dive into MLB, the nitty-gritty analytics, all of it, and that is what I've been doing to perfect my process. And some days it just takes forever, especially when we got 15 games. You know what I'm saying? Lot of pitchers, lot of batters, lot of propositions. So PrizePicks has given us a few free squares. I would wait on those so you're not giving them an interest-free loan, obviously, but here's the deal. How about Reynolds today? He got a single, but then he didn't get a home run. He didn't cash his fantasy score, and lo and behold, DG had his under on his fantasy. He cashed yesterday when the same result. That's why I tell you guys, the long-term right plays will always give you a higher ROI in the end, but on a one-game sample size, individual result, anything can happen. Okay, Ohtani yesterday, home run. In fact, let me show you guys something really quick before I get into the two plays that I want to discuss today. It's going to be a short and sweet video. Normally I'll save this for the mid or end of the videos, but check this out. First, this was the slip that I was sweating today, daytime. Gibson. What I wanted to call this out really quick is because everybody on the popular play tab once again had Gibson going over, and I'm like, for what reason? Because they click the last five, they see 4 good starts, and they automatically assume that it's going to continue matchup to matchup. That is not how you cook a contest, especially MLB. Will it work sometimes? Sure, of course it will, but it has nothing to do with because he did good 3 games in a row or he did bad 3 games in a row. None of that matters. Same thing with Lopez. He was another popular play. I went against the grain. Singer, he ended up pushing, came out at 90 pitches to get 3 strikes to push me, whatever, it pushes a win. And Eovaldi less 5.5 was pretty much sweat free. In fact, I shouldn't say that because it's actually always a sweat. It's never free. It's never a sure thing. It's never a lock. It's always going to be a sweat. These lines makers are running these lines in game simulations trillions of times before they give you what the line is that's going to happen on average. You need to understand this. Make sure that you're not just brushing it aside. But anyways, Counter-Strike, the 2-man, Dan gave out cash. I got to give him his flowers. He's probably not even watching this because he's poverty, but here it was. We made it last night, 1050, bang. I'll take my 3x. We got the esports gurus doing their thing, but yesterday, Taco Tuesday wasn't all bad. Trevon Taylor, Sabrina, Scooby-Doo. I gave you guys Scooby-Doo on the YouTube. Cash Scooby-Doo. Hunter Brown, Goblin, cash. Suarez, he luckily got his taco and the Gabi. Sabrina cashed her full game PRA. I'm glad that you got your W, bro. And this was the double up that I gave y'all on YouTube as well. The taco and Hunter Brown, that's your 2x. Cash it. So if you watched yesterday, you made coin. Mark's World is dominating, and how is he doing it? He's following the process. He uses the projection sheets, he follows the formula, and he gets it done. Iceberg tailed a couple of the plays. You love to see it. And then here's what I wanted to talk about. I gave this out under Captain Slips. I said it was gonna be a sweat, but the fact is this: Duran was a popular play and he was a good play, and he just didn't get there. It happens, okay? But I took the shot. He had 5 chances. If you looked at the box score after, you would have swore he cashed. He didn't. Aaron Judge, cash. Quan, cash. I was playing for 10x on this, flexed it, ended up making 25 profit. I'm fine with it, but here was the one that could have fed a village, okay? This was still 5x for 5 of 6, which is clutch. As you can see, Judge, Quan, Gomber, Bello. Now, how do I make these demon slips? How do I come up with this stuff? I use my model and projection sheet every single day. I also use DG Fantasy to get the odds shop, and I use Outlier to research more in depth, or another site. You can use whatever you want. Links are in the description for all of it. Houston Marine was giving out green beans. Collier under PRA, Contras, Hanny. Now, the WNBA yesterday was a close down to the wire game, and Stewart soared over her rebounds by 1 with 0.1 seconds left. left. You hate to see it. To chalk, that happens, guys. But the point is, I wanted to show you guys this because it is possible. It's rare, but it is possible. Now, if you mix and match these, you would have ate for a week, possibly a month. Now, look at Bello and Gomber. Now, you can see here in the projection, I had him for 2.75 runs for Bello. So let's just call it 3. And then if the demon line's 3.5 and you like the matchup and everything else, you can just take a shot on it. That's exactly what I did. Gomber's projected for 3 earned runs allowed. His prop was 3.5. So I took the chance on that demon. Plus, I like the matchup and everything else because I do more research than just looking at a model projection. And I give you all those tools in my Discord. So I'm telling you that and showing you that early because I want you guys to understand trusting the process works. Even if you have like 10 plays, say you have a list of 10 plays and you get 7 of 10 right, 70%, you can still lose overall in the day because if you anchored those 3 that chalked, well then chalk it, you lose. But trust the process, keep your head on a swivel, try to get better at one thing every single day. If it's getting better at understanding what you're looking at or understanding the odds, whatever, that is what you need to do. So let's take a look at DG. I don't want this video to go too long. I gotta go get my hair cut and then get back for the live stream, but let's see what we got. As you can see, Ohtani under 11.5. He's going to be juiced under every time he's at this. Personally, I'm not taking under on him, but like I always tell y'all, if you just take the top 5 that are 54.5% and under in a 5 flex, you will be profitable long term. This is known as plus EV betting. It's super simple. I can explain it to you more in depth if you're interested. You can join my Cord, send me a DM or ask in the general chat, whatever you want to do, and I'll help you guys as best I can. So you can keep it ABC and just go down the list there. But one that I wanted to discuss is Gil's combo over 11. Now, everybody is most likely going to be on Gil today, all right? I actually like his fantasy score and his Gabi at 4.5. You can see here at 4.5, the last start, he did terrible. I don't even care about that, and I certainly don't care about these last 4 starts over here. It means nothing to me. Usually, I don't even look at these at all for the last 5 at all. What I like to do is go to head-to-head data and check it out on Outlier. Sometimes there's head-to-head data, sometimes there's not. In this case, we're not getting any head-to-head data, so all you can see is how he's done over the last 10, which this doesn't really tell you much of anything, guys. Every matchup in MLB is different. I promise you guys. So then we have to use our gut and we have to use odds shopping situation. So you can see here, his original line was 5.5. If you can find his goblin at 5.5 or the line at chalkboard or sleeper, it's probably 5.5. You should take it. You can see there's a consensus on all the other books at 5.5, but once he moves to 6, it becomes a favorable less. I'm still not taking less there. His fantasy score is being shown less. I personally took over. Again, it's a gut call, but this right here, the combo is probably the best one right now mathematically for the odds. I also think his pitching outs is in play too. But what I'm telling the YouTube faithful to take is just the Gabi. Let's play it safe. Even though nothing's ever safe with this, I promise you, it seems like the Gabis sell more than the demons. It's crazy. It's crazy. And how about Messi yesterday selling the taco? Folks, when you decide to be gambling as a hobby or whatever it is that you're doing, you have to understand there's no guarantees. It's always a sweat. There's no such thing as locks. I'm not going to come on here and bait you with bundles of money and tell you that, oh, I hit all the time, I win and this and that. Nah, I'm not like that. I'm keeping it a buck. We're doing big boy things. It's fantasy sports. You got to be locked in. You got to be dialed in, and you got to be listening to someone that knows what they're doing. If you're just getting research tools and don't know how to use them, what's the point of that? Okay? There's no point. It's like Captain Crush going out there and buying an instruction manual on how to fix a Mercedes-Benz, and I have no idea what I'm even looking at, what the parts are. Even if I'm getting instructions on what to do, if I don't know what those parts are, it's useless, brother. So you need someone that's going to show you the ropes, and that's where Captain Crush comes into the mix. Watch the YouTubes, join the Cord, like that massive intro. We have a solid community. We bounce ideas off each other. We have a good time. I do giveaways frequently. Other members do giveaways. It's a solid community if you want to learn and improve your process. If you just want to remain poverty, well then Captain Crush is not the guy. Go pay for one of those expensive Discords or sites that literally just say here it is and that's that, and leave you to run on your own, because that ain't gonna help you long term. There's a reason you're watching YouTube videos and everything else, because you want to get a leg up on everybody else, and that's good. So if we go back to DG, you could see my boy Stephen Kwan, you could see under fantasy score is popping. popping at 6.3 and 6.8. These are average among the stats that they're shown, but I personally, once again, I'm not taking that because I don't like it. Just like Reynolds, he is on a hot streak, and I am going to continue to take his 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Gabi. And if he sells, he sells. This right here would be 1.9x. That would be a double up for you. I think Duran's in a bounce back spot. He sold everyone yesterday. He sold me out of my big slips. I'm telling you, I would have went like 50x. I showed you the slips at the beginning of the video. If he would have cashed, I would have made almost $2,000 to $3,000 from minimal investments of about 60 to 65. It is what it is. So he just sold yesterday, and I'll go right back to him. I don't know if I'm going to take his 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs here. I'm thinking maybe just his Gabi, maybe his hit. I'm not exactly sure yet. If you want to take a shot on his demon, half an RBI, I think that would be acceptable. I actually don't think that's too bad. If you do want to go against the grain and take his fantasy score, that's not too bad. 2.5 bases as a demon isn't too bad. The point is that he's in a bounce back spot. We liked him yesterday. I like him today. Yes, it's a different pitcher, but I'm not afraid of the pitcher. In fact, old Yariel, let me see if it's still up here. His earned runs allowed. The demon, is it up here? Where is it? I could have swore they had his demon up here earlier and they don't. But anyways, 4.5 hits allowed. That demon, I will be having exposure to that. Okay, so Duran, only take if he sold you yesterday and you're looking for a bounce back. Okay, Quan, only take if you're riding the train until you're forced off. But if you want to take a shot on some demons, there you go. This would pay you 2.5x. I don't recommend taking demons in a 2-man unless you're going to take a regular proposition. And then this one, Gavin Stone, I think his hits allowed too is 4.5. No, it's not. I think I had these two mixed up. I think it was his hits allowed and Gavin Stone's earned runs allowed. I like both of those. I will take a shot on them. Again, demons are always going to be lotteries unless you have like a stone cold read. And then Fetty, I will say this about Fetty Wap. I'm pretty sure his less 5Ks is plus EV, but I'm going to say this. Look at this and look at his demon. It's only half a point more. That tells you how much the hook is worth in MLB for starters. But second, something just feels off about it, okay? But you could see here it's plus EV to take less than 5. If you were going to take over on Fetty today, I would not take the regular line. Just go ahead and take the demon. You lose your push equity, but you gain that extra payout. As you could see, this combo would pay 3x, all right? Whereas this combo only pays 2.5x. So always play around with it, see what you like. And then as far as if there's anything else that's regular lines, well, I'll save that. I don't want to give it all away because it's in the Discord and we're going to discuss that. If you want my full plays, projection sheets, access to live stream, CaptainCrush.net, baby. Scroll down, gold package, $24.99 a month. Buy now, bang. This will get you access to all of it. You are going to make your coin back, but more importantly than that, you're going to get to learn from the captain himself, and you're going to be involved with my community and get all the role member slips every single day. You get it all. It's a nice place to meet like-minded people and hang out. Yes, it's behind a paywall, but that's two purposes. One, it allows me to be able to invest my full attention into this 24 hours a day, pretty much 7 days a week. Number two, it keeps out the spam and people that are up to no good, that are just in there trying to cause chaos and everything else. So listen to Gold Locks, the opening intro, and get in the mix. I will teach you guys how to use all these tools, Outlier, DG, every single chance I get. That is my job. That is my goal. I don't care if I cash. I care if my members cash. I need you guys to cash. I want you guys to cash. As you can see that, they bumped Eric Fetty down to 4.5 in real time. I just told y'all that less on 5 was the move. Now he's at 4.5, so you're going to have to either decide to go over or fade that. I personally am not going to be taking less at 4.5. I like less at 5, but I'm not going to take under 4.5. As you can see, Duran's 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs is juiced under for good reason. This is a tough ask, but if he sold you yesterday and you want a bounce back spot, you can take the Gabi that I showed you. But if you are just randomly taking propositions, you could take less at 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I think it's fine. Sean over here is minus 135 at 2.5 earned runs allowed under. That's something you could look at if you think that he's not going to give up those runs. I mean, this tool is a godsend, especially if you have a projection sheet. You just compare the two and then go with your gut, and it covers underdog, all of them. The link's in my description. You can get 25% off, code CRUSH. They also have the top tier AI generator where it gives you, literally gives you what to put in at the click of a button. So you could take this right here and know that you're getting the best bang for your buck as far as plus expected value. This has a 4% profit margin. I explain this stuff in the court as well, and I'm showing you guys how it works right here. This tool is invaluable. It cashes slips all the time for me, okay? But real quick, before I sign out of here, there is PGA this week, and it's gonna be a birdie fest. If you guys want me to cover PGA on the tube, you gotta let me know, because I have no idea what the interest is. But I will tell you right now, looking at these birdie or better lines, you can automatically know it's gonna be a birdie fest. So what you want to do is go back, watch Captain Crush's golf video on how to cook golf, figure that out, and then come in here and decide which ones you want to take. The one that I will tell you, which is good off the bat, is no secret because everybody's already on it. He's the most popular pay, but that's Mr. McIntyre, over 5 birdies, does have push equity. I think he's going to get 6. It looks like he's teeing off at 6:40 in the morning, which is the optimal time to play golf. The dews on the greens, they're going to be sticking, and hopefully he comes out there and shines. What's beautiful about golf, folks, no referees, no nothing, no teams to sell you. It's just the man in the course. You're playing against the course. You're playing against other golfers as well. But when it comes to your score, it's you versus the course. The course can't sell. The course can't be manipulated to sell. You understand what I'm saying? It's a true 1v1 sport. Man versus grass. I love golf. I love it. I love it. Playing it, fantasy sports of it, watching it. It's one of the best sweats there is. MLB strikeouts and golf sweats are very, very good. All right, but I will give you this caveat. Round 1 is extremely hard, y'all. It's hard to get these guys right. I usually wait, see round 1, see how they're performing. Then I go and attack round 2 and 3. I like to see where they put the pins, etc. If you want to take a shot on your boy Ricky Fowler, who looks like he's having a resurgence, you can take less 69 strokes. This would pay you out 2.75x because they are heavily favorites. Mix and match with anything else. There is WNBA tomorrow. Thankfully, there's no WNBA today, which is unfortunate. A lot of people hate on WNBA, but I do enjoy it. And most likely, I will probably ride the Caitlin Clark train at 12.5 RA with no pause required. You can throw in Collier's assists, 3.5 assists. Oh, Cap, the last 5, she doesn't get assists. I'm not interested. I don't care about the last 5. I promise you I couldn't care less. And then do we ride the train of Angel Reese, 12 rebounds. Woo, 12 rebounds. You betcha. I don't care about the matchup. I'm riding that train till I'm forced off. And if she forces me off, well then so be it. I'm taking these 2. I take them whenever on the board, and so be it. Whatever happens, happens. All right. With that, I'm going to call it. Remember, CaptainCrush.net, old package, get in the mix. And I'll leave you with this. How about them Pirates today, baby? Connor Joe, cashed. He cashed. I got gurus doing the MLB live slips. Get in the mix. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush. Hit that outro, baby.